Hello and a warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today it's Menu 5 Chicken Chunks White Cooked from the 2015 Ameriqual MRE. Hey guys, so today I have the Menu 5 Chicken Chunks White Cooked. And this is an Ameriqual with a date code of 5295. And it is a 2015. It's just your standard. It should be, as it's Ameriqual, it should be in its own bag inside. And let's see how I fare with the peelable seal today, because these are my worst enemy, it seems. Oh, that wasn't even hard. Oh well, there we go. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. So, right, let's have a look. So it's inside a bag. Hello. This is different. Okay, so, oh, hello. This is very different for me. So let's get this out. Oh, MRE. So, our standard issue MRE spoon. And we have chicken chunks with the date code of 5260. And there's the, wow. Look at that. It's barely 2 lines of ingredients. Chicken water contains less than 2% modified food starch with orthorhombic acid and salt. There you go. Just chicken chunks in there then, eh? We have accessory pack B, 5273. And the Cranberry Grape beverage powder in there, which was really good. We have osmotic cranberries. 5272, and we have milk chocolate M&Ms. Yeah, you get M&Ms here in Britain and Scotland, but I've never had them in an MRE. I've never had them straight from the States. And this is another new one for me, a chocolate First Strike energy bar, 5252. I've never had one of these First Strike rations. I've never had anything from a First Strike brand that I'm aware of. Cheese spread with jalapenos, excellent. I've been wanting to try this one. Our tortillas plain. I didn't know you got tortillas with this. So that's our instead of our bread, or we've got that, and we have orange carbohydrate electric beverage powder, and this buffalo style hot sauce. So I'm assuming this is plain chicken with our tortillas. Mix it up with a bit of buffalo style hot sauce. I assumed when it said chicken chunks white cooked, I thought it might be in a white sauce. This is so much better, buffalo style hot sauce. I'm really looking forward to that. So there's the ingredients and the nutritional facts there, and it's a 1.5 ounce 43 gram container there. I have never seen this before on any MRE review that I've ever seen. I've never seen this. So this is a very new one for me. So we'll crack open the accessory pack here. And we have our moist toilette. We have the beverage base cranberry grape, which was absolutely brilliant last time I tried it. Our chiclets, should be cinnamon, iodized salt, and our standard issue toilet paper. So with this one, we have the one drink outside the accessory pack, and inside the accessory pack there's a drink. So no coffee in this one. So this is, in the past couple MREs that I've done, that's now, there's been, I think the last two, there's been no coffee. So this is a slightly different to what I'm used to, so this will be nice. Plenty of stuff in there. So we've got our energy bar, which weighs 2.3 ounces, 65 grams. That's a heavy weight in there. We've got our osmotic cranberries, we've got our cheese sauce with jalapenos, chicken and buffalo hot sauce. Sounds like a winner there. And we have M&Ms. So that's a lot of snacks and drinks in this MRE. No hot beverage, which is a bit strange for me, but quite interesting as well. So we'll start and we'll get this heated up. Oh no, we won't. I've just realised there's no infrared in here. there is no FRH in this. That's weird. I'm not being silly. It's not stuck in here. It even has a holder for the FRH, and it even tells you about heat injury prevention stuff. I've never seen that on the back of them either. That must be a new thing. So it gives you the cardboard to put them in to heat up, but there is no FRH. So you'd be stuck with cold chicken with your hot sauce. And the problem with the tortillas, when they're like this, when they've been sealed like this, and they might be a year old now, if you don't heat them up, they sometimes tend to break apart. So that could be quite interesting. So I do have a spare FRH, so I am going to use it. I do think it's strange that there's no FRH in this. I would expect you would have to cook this up, because if you're in a cold, not a cold climate, but if you were it was a cold day, cold wet day, and this is what you got for your evening meal, you'd just be a bit disappointed, would you not? So I'll use my spare FRH and we'll heat these up, and we'll make up some chicken tortillas with the buffalo hot sauce, and we'll try some jalapeno cheese in there. We'll make up our 2 beverages, and we'll try out our sides there. Okay. The point to note, it does still stay on the back. I mean, obviously this is a standard information, but they do change the menu items. So if it didn't have a FRH, why would they not change that out as well? So this is an interesting one. It might just be that it generally was forgot. I would love if anyone knows if maybe this is supposed to be without one. I find it hard to believe. I assumed that there was an FRH in every single MRE, but if there's a reason why it's not, if someone could let me know, that would be absolutely brilliant. So I have a spare FRH, thankfully. Just goes to show you, keeping things can sometimes be a good idea. So I'll speed this up from now, so because if you don't know, you fill it into between the 2 lines, do not overfill, and put the entree in. Here we go. Okay, so we'll make up the carbohydrate electric beverage powder orange. And as for 12 ounce of water, mixing it up into here. There's the ingredients and nutritional facts if you need it. This didn't open very well. In fact, I've just completely ruined that. So I won't be able to make it in there. I've made a mess, so what I'll do is I'll just put it in. Now it asks for 12 ounces of water, which equates roughly to 340 mils of water, which I have in there. And so 340 mils, I'll just stir that up. It's much easier to shake it up, which I'll do like those big bags, but yeah, that one didn't open well for me. So we'll just shake this up, stir this up I should say. So there we have our orange. And this one requires, it says 20 fluid ounces bottled water, which is roughly 568 mils. It's the smallest amount of powder. I'll show you once I get this open. That's how much powder is actually in that whole tube, and that does 20 ounces. And it certainly does the 20 ounces. I've done this one before, and the flavour out this is absolutely brilliant. So that's the 20 ounces there. And the smell of this reminds me of blackcurrant jelly. When you boil the water, add it to the jelly and mix it up. It's got that same smell. I know it's cranberry grape, but it has that, it smells like blackcurrant to me. Okay, so let's plate things up. So let's start with the chocolate flavour First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar. 2.3 ounces, 65 grams, and there's all the information. Now I've only seen these in reviews, I've never tasted one, so this is exciting for me, it's a new thing. So there it is. Some of you might have seen one before, and it's not too sticky on the outside. It's oh, and that's a nice smell of chocolate coming from that. So I'll leave that there. And we have our Cranberries Osmotic. And just any facts there if you want to see them. And there we have the cranberries. And the M&Ms. See, these are... And these are only a year old, so if that... in fact, yeah, they're not even a year old yet. So they're in great condition. And we have these two left. We have the buffalo style hot sauce, which is just a hot sauce, it's a liquidy, so I won't open that quite yet. But we do have cheese spread with jalapenos. It's quite important, as always, is to get into the corners and up the sides. As you see on the British ration packs, of the cheese spread or the peanut butter, it's got one side's that is like white and one side's clear, and you can actually see the oils that have separated into the corners. So it's important that you squeeze these up to get the oil, so you get the full flavour from that. The peelable seal worked for me, but nothing else has seemed to have worked when ripping today, so of course that's not going to work for me either, so I'm going to cheat. I say cheated, but I'm using a knife, and yeah, you get a much better cut on that. So cheese spread with jalapenos, nice. I can get that to, there you go, a nice dark. Geez, a lot darker than it looks like on the camera, and you can smell that there's a bit of spice to that. You can smell the jalapenos in there. So we're just waiting on this doing its 12 minutes. So as soon as that's done, we'll get to tasting. Okay, so while that's just heating up, I'm just gonna try this the orange carbohydrate electric powder. So yeah, just like the last time, it's a very blandish orange flavour. It's an artificial taste. It's like it just tastes like an isotonic drink. It's not a very strong orange flavour to it, so it's quite nice. Good for a hot day. And we'll try the beverage based powder, and this is the cranberry grape. Yeah, so like the last one, it's just it's a nice grape-ish flavour. There's a hint of cranberry to it. I do quite enjoy that one. So we'll try some cranberries while we're waiting. So these are the Cranberries Osmotic. So these cranberries are exceptionally juicy. Lots of flavour to them. They are absolutely brilliant. They're so soft and they're just perfect. So fresh and tasty. You get the juices flowing. Okay, so this has had its 12 minutes. And if you it does say tear here halfway down to get into it. And of course it doesn't work for me today. There we go. It's supposed to make it a lot easier to get them out. Nice and hot. I'll get that out of the way and I'll wipe these down. So it's always advisable to wipe them down. It makes it easier to open. So especially these retort pouches. So, and I always advise that you don't need that, but I always advise that you heat these up, because if you don't, they tend to break when they're heated up. They're so much more pliable, especially down the middle there. You can see it's been sitting for like nearly a year, so it does tend to put a lot of stress on it. So that helps with keeping them nice and easy to use. So this has, although this is a 2015, the newer style rations, this still has the 2 tear slips along the way. Now I think the reasoning behind that is that you would probably want to put your buffalo style hot sauce into this. We'll open this and have a look and see if that is the case. So there we have in there just chicken. Just bits of chicken. I'll get a bit out. What we'll do is we'll taste this chicken just plain. Now, I must admit it doesn't look too appealing like that. It looks a bit pinkish, but it has to be cooked because you can never get this up to a temperature, so it has to be cooked. I'll give this chicken a try and see what it's like. So yeah, tastes nice. That's a nice juicy chicken in there. So obviously up to yourself. If you wanted to, you could put the jalapeno cheese in there if you're not a big fan of hot sauce, and you could have, although the jalapenos, yeah, you know what I mean though. But if you want to do cheese jalapenos in there, you can make cheesy jalapeno and chicken wraps. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this hot sauce. First off, let's see what it looks like. So it is runny. That's what it looks like. Let's try that. That is a nice kick to it. That's nice and spicy and a brilliant kick to it. So I'm just going to pour all that in there. And then we're going to pour it out. But what you could do, I'm going to pour it out because I want you guys to be able to see it and see how much you get. Obviously you could just tear that across there and then you would have a pouch. Obviously if it goes wrong though, you're absolutely screwed and it falls out everywhere, so it's up to yourself. But I want you to see this and see how much you get. So you do get quite a bit of chicken there. That's a lot of chicken, and also if I pour it out I can get more sauce into all the bits of the chicken. So let's load up one of our tortillas. And first off, I'm going to wrap this and I'm going to try this the way it is with the tortilla. And then we'll try putting some cheese jalapeno on it. Nice and juicy. Let's give that a try. So a lot of spice to that. If you like your spicy food, that's absolutely brilliant. It's not majorly spicy, it's not burn your mouth off, but there is a nice spice that stays there. And that buffalo style, I'm not 100% sure exactly what buffalo style is. It's not something we tend to get across here. Buffalo style hot sauce, you maybe get it in there. I tend to just buy sriracha, so I'm not 100% sure. If this is something like I'll go to the shop and have a look and see if I can get this, because this tastes amazing. Really nice and strong flavour to it. It's almost a woody, campfirey taste or something like that. So what we'll do is I want to try this cheese spread with jalapenos. So I'm going to put some in my spoon and try that before I do anything. And that is really good. Nice cheesy, but it's got the jalapeno spice through that. That's absolutely brilliant. So I think this will complement what we're doing here. So let's put some of that and fold that into the mix and make a mess. And let's try that. Just going everywhere. Yeah, that is really good. I need a wee drink. So that with the cheese jalapeno spread and the buffalo hot sauce and the chicken, I think that complements each other. What an amazing taste together that makes. But it does make it quite spicy. So if you're not a big fan of the spice, this MRE itself might be too much for you. So I'd avoid this one if you're not a big fan on your spicy. For me, I like spicy food, but I'm not a burny as I would say. I don't like it to be too hot. I like to be able to taste my food, and not just the spice. But with this, you can taste the cheese, you can taste the chicken, the tortilla. It's just, I think it's just a perfect amount of spice. But for a lot of people, I know my wife, this would probably be too spicy for her. Okay, so let's try this chocolate for Strike Bar. I've seen these in many people's reviews. Quite interested to try it. It's quite a hard bar. It looks like a cake bar, but it's a lot harder than that. And you can see the bits. I think it's got bits of rice and stuff in there. So let's try that out. Okay, so this is very thick. It's got a lot of like rice in it. So when you're chewing it, it tastes amazing. As it warms up, it gets more stickier on the hand here. But it's a very chewy bar. It takes a while to eat, but the taste of chocolate isn't overpowering. It's really nice, and the taste of the rice and the other ingredients in that. That's an excellent bar. I can see why they're in the rations. Absolutely brilliant. So let's try our M&Ms. I mean, come on, they're M&Ms. I don't know anyone that doesn't like chocolate M&Ms. So we'll give these a try. Yeah, I would say they definitely taste different to M&Ms across here. Obviously, chocolate, if it's a milk chocolate, it's made up with milk. Different countries' milk is going to taste slightly different, I suppose. And there will be differences, but there's definitely a noticeable difference in there. So this was menu 6, chicken chunks, white cooked. Another great MRE. Very spicy, as I said, so be careful if you're not a big fan of spice. You might not like this. I don't know what you could really do with the chicken other than put it on the tortilla. Some cranberries. Without having the spicy, or the jalapeno spread, it isn't as spicy as the hot sauce, so maybe that in the chicken would be the way to go about that. I'm not 100% sure, but again, this didn't come with an FRH, so cold chicken and the hot sauce, it's nice to have it a bit hotter, but yeah, there was no coffee, so maybe that's why they don't put the FRH in, because you could have the chicken cold, you could have a cold hot sauce sandwich, tortilla I should say. Not the greatest idea, so I think it needed the FRH, so it might have been that the FRH has been just left out. It's a great MRE, I'd recommend it. So again, thanks for watching. Any comments? I'll try and answer all the questions in all comments. Why not give me a like, a dislike, and why not subscribe? So again, thanks for watching, we'll see you again later. Bye bye.